Hello, you freaking tube. How is everyone today? I'm the First Giant, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. Well, sort of. See, I recorded this clip the other day, but the audio was bad because I wasn't really expecting to record it, so I ended up having to mute the audio. So, here, however, is a game that you're going to see, and basically, what happened was I had gotten frustrated, basically given up at one point, and I thought it was over. But then I saved the clip because I got an excellent turnaround from the game last minute due to the fact that all of basically the way that people act when they think you've given up, and they when you get a lot of people who try to be annoying and they try to like get real close in beside you and teabag and everything else, and normally I would have been like I would have just let them leave, right? I had every intention on letting them leave. In fact, I stood over by the door, waited for them to get all the gens, and then just opened it with my face right against the door, looking down, you know, basically given up, right? But what you'll see is a perfect, and I guess some might say an almost perfect example of NOED, which, if you don't know, is No One Escapes Death. The perk, it's a hex perk, a killer hex perk, at its finest. Now, I'm uploading it this week because, as you can also see, I am playing Wesker, which this week is all about that. And I'm busy today on the day that this has gone up, so I figured, hey, why not? I will edit this and have it ready for you guys to see. It'll go out on my channel instead of the stream that I would normally do. So you're gonna see, right, like right now, okay, I've missed a few shots, missed a few times. They've got a pretty good palette here to run me around, loop me around, and they end up, and I did pretty well. I hit her there, right? It was pretty good, but they end up gen rushing me basically, and you'll see this eventually, right? I take out. Now I've noticed just recently, not as much with this, but especially on my stream, the same night that I'm actually recording the audio for this, that I'm getting a lot of times where there's a delay, like I'm not able to do anything that I normally should be able to do, like break pallets. I there's like a longer delay than normal, right? And I think I saw it even happen right there, but anyway, that's not what this is about. So I've lost track of where the person is. I don't know where they've gone. They got a gen done. And you can probably see in the corner, actually, I am using a build that is very heavily oriented around endgame. Which, fine, whatever, but when I haven't yet gotten a hook, the build helps in endgame, but usually the build, you know, to really be able to take a good advantage of it, you want to try to at least, get a few of them out, or at least one of them, or something like that. You wanna even get one hook on a few of them, right? You wanna have something, right? Normally, the end game build that I have is not necessarily going to save your game if you haven't done anything all game. And by that I mean if you've tried and chased them around and not actually even hit them, enough times to get them downed or anything, right? I'm getting frustrated. I thought I heard them go into a locker. They probably had that perk that lets them go into the locker, or actually it could be that I just lost track of where they were. I mean, at this point, 3 gens, I still doing okay, but since I haven't even hooked them once, you will see me give up as soon as they pop one more gen here. And I mean, some of these issues, and there's the one, right? I've given up. I'm like, I haven't gotten any hooks. I only have green, end game perks. I've given up at that point. I think I reconsidered giving up. Right, like I start to set up the power to try to use it, but I think you will kind of maybe see me. Yeah, no, but then I gave up. And this is where I thought it was over. But I end up turning this into what has to be the biggest big brain move possible. Now, see, I did start chasing them again a little bit there when I saw them working on that gen, but I decided I was just going to give up. So I went over to the door. But the reason I'm decided to record this is because what ends up happening at the end is kind of incredible. And I feel like it's not just NOED. It's NOED and um and Blood Warden that are able to save me here. Like, you see, they've started crowding around me, doing that thing where they're like trying to get me to basically they're trying to taunt me, right? They're trying to taunt me into making more of a fool of myself. And at this point, I'm like, nah, you guys have fun. Do the gens. I'll open the door when you're done. You can leave. But you'll see that what ends up happening is they get too cocky, and NOED and Blood Warden becomes very useful. Because I don't think at that point, I don't even know if they realized. Now, he did. He tried to escape. He's the only one that escaped, right? At that point, I don't know if they realized that I had NOED. Sometimes, considering that I had only gotten one knockdown, even they might not have realized, or the other one might have the other one that was there might have and then there he comes for the save, and that's all of them. Now I think I lose this one I can't remember. But if they're not communicating as well, they might not have been able to realize as fast that, oh, I got NOED on. So it ended up, I turned it around with what ended up being probably a huge big brain move. So I don't know. I felt like it was a good thing to post. This is, also good if you're any of my viewers who don't understand how no one escapes death works, or you're wondering if it's a good perk to use. It can be a very good perk, especially if you pair it with Blood Warden. It can be OP if you don't get anybody the whole game. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Please share with a friend. Don't forget to click the notification button. May the power of the Holy Spirit be with you always, and that'll be all.